Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's 4:25 a.m. I'm at the gym. I just pulled up. Me and my wife go out Fridays. Probably for the past, I don't know, I'd say 4 months. It's been something that we will get together and do. And this Friday was a little bit different. I had been driving her back and forth to work. Um, we're having vehicle issues. We're having vehicle issues, and yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another. So we're driving in the vehicle. We're driving to go pick up our daughter, then go pick up our son, one of our sons, and then get them to where they gotta go. And we were gonna go enjoy our evening. And she brings up money, um, situations we're gonna deal with our house, our vehicles, bills that we're behind on. And I come from a place that if you put the effort forward and you believe in what it is that you're going to do, it'll work out. And men or women are way different. Women, when they are worried about something, they'll vocalize it. Men will typically hold it in and either do one of three things: hope that it'll work out, try to make it work out, or know for a fact that it'll work out. But either way, I didn't want to have this conversation. And it turned left quick because I did not want to have the conversation, because I did not want to be reminded of how I was behind on my goals, how I was behind on my dreams, how I was behind on what I said I would have done. I didn't want to have this conversation. And the first thing that happens is I start playing with our marriage. Start throwing it around as if it's something that's negotiable in times of problems. Well, we can just leave it. We can just separate. We can just go our separate ways. Because I think that that's the way that I'm supposed to deal with it. Rather than taking the time to listen and try to understand what it is that my wife is saying is clearly bothering her, upsetting her. Taking the time to comfort what it is that she's saying, I need to feel okay. I start throwing our marriage around as if it is some toy meant to be picked up and set down at my whim and when I feel like playing with it. And at those moments, I start feeling like everything in my life that I'm working for is being played with. It's being treated with no regard. It's not sacred anymore. And I start telling my wife to shut up. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? And I'm sitting there, and literally my spirit became detached from me and is looking at me saying, whoa, what dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm so caught up and consumed in the fact that I think I know it all, that the person who is closest to me, I start talking to in a way that I wouldn't talk to even some of my clients who need that same thing being said to them. So it's crazy. As I'm driving down the road, I put on TD Jakes. Because anytime I go left, I typically want to listen to something that will bring me right back. And as I'm listening to it, it's talking about how men and women are different. How women will, when things are bothering them, they'll circle around it and they'll talk about it and they'll communicate. And how men will go inside of a cave and they will think about it, ponder it for the time being. And I had to make a decision. I had to have a conversation with myself and say, Jermaine, dude, everything you're working for is right here. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Don't push this woman away. Figure it out. You know, it's important that I teach my kids these things and work with my wife on our relationship and our communication, even when we go left, because me and my wife are trying to figure out how to be a mother and a father, how to be a husband and a wife, how to co-parent. We're trying to figure it out. We don't have no help. We stay in church because we ain't got no help. And the crazy thing is, God has been more than sufficient. More than sufficient. But we both come from broken homes. Her home was missing a father. My home was missing a mother. So you see how it's kind of difficult for those components to come together right now and know how to communicate with one another. And when I started thinking about that, I said, that's another chain that we got to break. And there's no doubt about it. My role in this house is head of household. I run my house. You ain't gonna outrun me. You ain't gonna outdo me. I will be the example. Whether it's taking out the trash, cleaning up the house, washing the dishes, changing the diaper, I will set the example. I will let you know that I'll do it too. I ain't above it. In order to save my generations to come. In order to preserve my legacy. Sometimes I go left. And I got to come back. And later on that evening, we went out to dinner. And we're sitting there and we're angry. And I love this woman, so I have to tell her, we can't give up. We can't give up. No matter what the cost, we can't give up. We can't fail. We're not here to fail. It's going to take more work on my half to not have any expectations of what it is that I expect somebody to give me back for when I give them something. But to do what I said I would do. To stand up and do what I said I would do. To make sure that my wife and my kids don't have to worry about the roof over our heads. If we're going to eat. How are we going to get to where we got to go? Is our car going to break down? Do we have money in the bank? I am committed to this. I'm committed to the people in my house, to my wife, to my kids, to my God. If commitment is lacking, there's a problem. If every day it just flies left, right, pushes you around, you ain't got no commitment, it's hard to keep your feet planted on solid ground. But I owe my family to be the best person I can be every single day. You too. Talk later.